Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impression on this baby right here. I have been so excited to try this. I actually saw this launch on Instagram. That's kind of where I get most of my information of like upcoming products and things like that. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, I want it so badly. And then my faves at Mecca sent it to me and I was like, yes, I'm so excited to try this. Firstly, can we just appreciate how freaking stunning this packaging is? It's actually an orchid. It's like a photo of an orchid, but they've kind of overlapped it and overlaid it to look like almost like a snake skin. It's so sick. I actually love it. And then on the back of the external packaging, you have all the shades and the shade names, which is very helpful for me, especially when filming tutorials for you guys. So let's open this baby up. The coolest part about this palette, in my opinion, is that the packaging is actually squishy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is literally squishy like a little pillow, and it's this beautiful soft fabric. And again, how sick is this packaging? Like, can we just appreciate it for a second? How sick is that? That's so cool. Oh, I die. I love it. It's so cool. I tried to match my outfit with it today as well, but you can't even see my outfit. So, wasted effort there. Anyway, I'm going to give you a few bits of information that you guys might want. Obviously, this is Urban Decay, so you can pick it up from anywhere that stocks Urban Decay near you. For me, that's Mecca. So, Mecca is selling this bad boy for 69 Australian dollars. So obviously a high-end product, so I'm expecting big things. $69 is not by any means a cheap palette. Oof. Okay, I just opened it. It's so pretty. You ready for this? Ooh! Check out those colors. So beautiful. Okay, so obviously we have some beautiful shades in here, and looking at the palette, you can definitely do a whole day to night kind of thing. Obviously, you've got some darker shades in here, especially this kind of, this Dreamweaver shade is stunning. It's like a gunmetal silver glitter almost. Yeah, it's called I think Dimensional Sparkles and Metallic Shimmer. So I think this might be the Metallic Shimmer, and then these would be the Dimensional Sparkles. Metallic Shimmer. I think that would be what they're calling a metallic shimmer. So they say that they have 12 nudes from soft mattes and satins to dimensional sparkles and metallic shimmers. I don't really know what that means. So you do have 12 beautiful shades in here. They're all cohesive. They all work really well together. It's very easy to navigate the palette. You have a good mix of mattes and shimmers in here as well. So you can definitely design a great look with this. I think for today what I want to do is actually stick to more of a daytime look. I kind of want to use this peachy color here. Definitely want to dive into these nudes, and then I am dying to try out this shade here, which is called Angel Fire. It looks so beautiful. It's like this gorgeous soft pink, and I just really want to try that today. I'm actually going out to dinner tonight to celebrate one of my girlfriends getting engaged. I can't believe, like, I honestly can't believe it. It's one of my first girlfriends from high school to get engaged, and it's just crazy for me. I'm like, am I really that old? Like, is this what's happening? People are getting engaged? Oh, I'm so happy for her. And so we're all going out tonight to have some cocktails and pizza and just celebrate this amazing news. But I want to look soft and glowy. That's the look that I'm going for today. Think like Victoria's Secret Angel. Soft, glowy amazingness. Just gonna push my hair out of the way. And I'm just gonna wriggle a little closer to you guys. I don't want to get too up in your grill. So, whew, okay, that's good. Okay, first things first, I'm actually going to prime my eyes. And I think for today I'm going to use the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Sin. This is like a super glowy kind of champagne-y pink nude color. Brow. See how glowy and pretty that is? Oofed. So gorge. Like, I would just wear this on its own. So pretty. Okay, so that's really just like brightened up the eyeshadow area as well. Beautiful. So to set my lid into place, I'm going to go in with the shade Blur, and I'm going to take that on my Sigma E35 brush. I'm just popping this all over the lid and working it through the crease because it does actually have a little bit of colour to it. I'm also so sorry if the lighting keeps changing. It's slightly cloudy and there's literally nothing I can do about it, so. Okay, I'm feeling like that's all set into place now, so I'm going to go in with the shade Boundaries. This looks like the perfect crease shade, and with this I am going to put this straight into the crease. Oh, that is just like the most stunning warm brown shade. These are blending like a freaking dream, you guys. I'm also going to run this colour underneath my lower lash line, and for this I'm going to use, and to do this I'm going to use my Sigma E45 brush. This is just like a little tiny little blending brush and it tapers off, so it's really good to get in underneath this area of the eye. If you guys are interested in getting any Sigma goodies, don't forget you can always use my code CHELS10. It will get you 10% off, which is, you know, always nice. So I'm just running this underneath the lower lash line. It's just gonna help tie everything together. It's gonna sound weird, but this palette makes me want to go on holiday. Makes me want to go on like some tropical holiday because of all these beautiful like warm colours and the amazing packaging. Like, I can't get over it. This packaging is stunning, and packaging is not cheap, you guys. Like, sometimes I'm like, how do these companies do it, you know? Like, how do they afford to make amazing product and then on top of that have like really expensive packaging? I just don't, I don't know. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the shade Endgame, and I'm going to use that same Sigma E45 brush, and with this I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner of the eye. Whoa, she is pigmented. Not as dark as I was expecting it to be. So just use a very light amount of this. I'm just doing the outer V of the eye. Don't want to bring it in too close because I want to keep this nice and bright, and that's what I'm going to go in with Angel Fire. Oh, can't wait. Literally cannot wait. Yeah, just run that through the crease softly. I might actually take my Sigma E35 brush as well just to help blend this out. So it was a little bit darker than I had anticipated and super pigmented. Okay, that is blending so well. You guys, I barely tried all the shades in this, and I can tell this palette is going to be one of the palettes that I just do not stop reaching for. This is so beautiful. Like, these kind of browns just creates the most beautiful smoky eye. And so effortlessly, you barely have to blend the shades, they just do all the work for you. This is so good. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the shade Retro. This is looking really washed out on camera. I don't know why, because it's actually really quite pink in real life. And I'm just going to pop this right onto the lid just to add a little bit of a peachy tone to the look. I'm really annoyed at this lighting today because it's making everything look a little bit more dulled down than it actually is. Okay, so to get that kind of like Victoria's Secret like eye, I'm going to actually put in a nude pencil into my waterline. For this, I'm going to take the Highbrow by Benefit. This is just the easiest way I know how to do it. So by popping this in my waterline, it just really brightens the whole look. I'm going to take the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer again, and I'm actually going to take this onto my Sigma E65 brush, and I'm just very lightly going to take a little bit of this underneath here just to brighten up this area, and then we're going to pack some colour onto that afterwards. So I'm just going to pop it right here, almost using this like eyeliner. Alright, I'm going to go in with my Sigma E40 brush again, and I'm just going to kind of deepen up this outer corner here with the shade Endgame, and I'm going to mix it in with Boundaries just slightly. You guys will notice that when I do a smoky eye, I always like to blow out the eyeshadow. Some people like to keep it in this arch here, but personally I think that can sometimes drag down my eye. So I actually like to flick everything really softly sort of towards the tail of the brow. So you can see the eyeshadow kind of fades out. And to me, I kind of just feel like that elongates the eye and brings everything outwards and upwards just to, I don't know, it just makes my eyes look a bit bigger and more awake, rather than following the eyeshadow down and kind of like making your eye look smaller than it is, and it kind of drags it down a little bit. I always just like to blow it out a bit more. I'm going to take the Peachy Retro shade again on my Sigma E25 brush, and I'm just going to be packing this onto the lid because it really did change the colour. Just to have that hint of pink in there is so beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Angel Fire, and I'm going to pop this. I hope this actually works. It could be one of those sort of pressed shimmers that works better with a finger, but I'm going to try and pop this underneath here. I might need water. It's not really doing what I thought it was going to do. Because see, I think this is going to be one of those situations where if let me get a brush. Okay, so take a brush, pop it into Angel Fire. If I take this shade here, oh my god, yeah, okay. So like, look, it's not even picking up anything on the brush. Let me see if I can show you guys that. I am pushing quite hard here, and then like literally nothing is coming onto the brush. So if I tried to swatch this, I'm like, just so you guys can see, I'm like really pushing this and barely anything is coming onto the brush. And then if I try and swatch it, what? See, this is why I like to show you guys these shadows, because in the pan, Angel Fire looks so freaking stunning, like so beautiful. It's this gorgeous, soft, champagne-y pink. It's like this icy kind of color. And on the brush, like, it doesn't translate, which is really frustrating. But then I bet you if I go in with my finger, I will just grab her like that. Oh, see, already so much better. And then we'll do the same thing. Why? Why does this happen? I don't want to use my finger. There's no way my fat finger is going to get right in under there without making me look ridiculous. I'm going to have to figure out another way. I'm going to spray my brush with some MAC Fix Plus, see if that helps. Okay, well, whoa, a lot came onto the brush then. I literally just ate the MAC Fix Plus. Ew. Yuck. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this underneath the lower lash line. Oh, okay, yes, honey. That is so much better. Yes, can you guys see that now? That is so beautiful. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so the shadow just needs a little bit of water or like a spray or something like that just to help it out. I think I want to continue this just into the tear duct a little bit more. So I'm just going to take a touch more and just press it into this like little sort of crevice of the eye. This is so pretty, you guys. So far, you guys, these shadows are so beautiful. Honestly, apart from the fact that you have to sort of add a little bit of something to the Angel Fire shade, which I'm guessing is going to be the same as Dreamweaver as well. You just kind of have to, I still just have to appreciate the fact that these shadows are so blendable. They're so beautiful to wear. Like, these colors are my colors. This is probably one of my absolute favorite Urban Decay Naked palettes that I've tried, apart from maybe Naked Heat I really liked as well. But this one, just like packaging alone is just such like so beautiful. Okay, and finally to finish everything off, I'm going to go in with the shade Barely Baked. And I'm going to pop this into the brow bone area, just to really glow that up. And then just to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with my Sigma E35 brush. I'm not taking any extra color on this. This is just from what I've already used today. And I'm just going to softly use windscreen wiper motions just to blend everything out. Make sure there are no harsh lines. And just make sure everything sort of blends out and softens nicely. Yes, okay, now all we need is some lashes and some mascara, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys with my final thoughts on this eyeshadow palette. Okay guys, so this was the finished look. This was so simple to achieve. I've got to say that the more and more that I use Urban Decay shadows, the more I fall in love with them. Like, they are so blendable, so beautiful. Again, this packaging, if not anything else, has completely won me over. If you are looking for like a collectible sort of item, if you're like a makeup collector or a makeup enthusiast, this packaging is so beautiful. Again, it's just an overlay of orchids, but doesn't it look like some kind of animal print or like a snake skin? It looks so stunning, and it feels beautiful. It feels like a nice squishy plush pillow or something like that. It's like all squishy and soft. It's so beautiful. Like, they certainly did not cheap out on the packaging, that is for sure. And then of course the beautiful shadows inside. I think that this palette is so wearable. This is something that you could easily take day to night. So you've got a lot of beautiful shades in here that you could just do a really nice soft day look, and then you can definitely deepen it up or add a bit of this like gunmetal, what is this called, Dreamweaver. You could add a little bit of Dreamweaver to just give it that edgy kind of look. There's so many different opportunities to use this palette. This is just one look that I went for today. This is something that I feel like the everyday woman would wear like on the weekend or out to drinks with the girls or something like that. It's just kind of easy to achieve, and that's what I wanted to show you guys with this palette today, is that it really is really simple and easy to use and to navigate the palette. I talk about this a lot when I am reviewing eyeshadow palettes. You can totally just pick up this palette and you've got everything you need. You've got mattes, you've got shimmers. Again, you've got these two kind of almost like a glittery foiled shimmer. So you do have pretty much everything you need. You've got a light shimmer and a dark shimmer, and then you've got these in-between shimmers which aren't as intense as these, and then you've got, this is the perfect transition shade, like so stunning. You've got pretty much everything you need. I even use that as a highlight today. So with some palettes that I use, I kind of find that I might have to reach for another palette as well just to finish off the look. But I definitely think that with this one you can just go nuts, like just create whatever you want. The next time I use this palette, I definitely want to go for more of an edgy look and use these like darker shades in here just to see what we can achieve with those sort of shades. And it's like a going out, like almost like a clubbing type of makeup look, I don't know. But yeah, the softer shades definitely turned out really beautiful. Again, that darker shade that I used on the outer V, so pigmented, yet it blended so beautifully. Like, do you remember when I first put that on, I was like, because it was really intense. It ended up blending out so beautifully, and I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with this palette. The only sort of negative that I have to say is that the Angel Fire shade, which I'm going to just assume would be the same as Dreamweaver, is that you kind of have to apply it with your finger. Like, a brush is just not going to cut it. So if the look that you're going for, you can just kind of smudge your finger in there, that's great. You'll get like the most beautiful intense shimmer ever. But if you're going for something more precise and you do need a brush, like if you were doing a cut crease, I was just trying to do my lower lash line, but if you were going for a cut crease, I think you'd kind of struggle with those shimmer shades because the brush doesn't really pick them up very well. You certainly need to use your finger or maybe even some sort of mixing medium in with the shadow, but be careful doing that because today I wet my brush and then went in with the shadow. Whether you're using some sort of like serum or oil or spray or whatever it might be, water even, whatever you're using as your mixing medium, just be really careful how much you get into the shadow because you can end up really ruining the shadow and it will never be the same again. Trust me, I've made that mistake before. So always apply to your brush first, or even I always have, where is it? I always have one of these on me. This is like a stainless steel little, I don't know, little thingamabob, I don't know what you call it. I sometimes find it really handy just to have this on me so you can scrape off a tiny bit of shadow and mix it separately than the pan, because if you get any mixing medium in that pan, that shadow is gone. Trust me. Alrighty you guys, so that is it for today's video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And don't forget, if you are interested in this makeup look and the products that I didn't feature in today's video, then make sure you head over to my Instagram, because I always leave all my product details there. Alright, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video, if not sooner.
We stay together now until forever. Just us.